Right, you're live.
Hello. Is this actually working yet?
Yeah.
We're very new to this, and after last week's episode, it didn't go very well. So, anyway, right. We've got a viewer, so that's a good start, isn't it? Right. Welcome to the first ever, and maybe the last, GCS going live. Good evening, Tom Lamb. We've got some. Oh, hang on, we've got 32 viewers now. So right, so yeah, welcome to GCS first ever live. We're not technically minded. I'm not very good at this. Okay, so if it goes wrong, I really do apologise. I am lucky. Michelle was sitting about 3 foot there, pushing lots of things on keyboards to try to get it so it works for me. Okay, so thank you. So, yeah, so welcome to GCS Machinery. First ever live. I was encouraged by Joe Seals about a few months ago that I really should be doing this. So we're going to have a go, okay, and see how it pans out. So I can see we've got loads of people joining already, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So I had no idea that people would really want to come and watch this. Was there someone saying that Joe is live too? Isn't that a coincidence that Joe Seals has decided to go live exactly the same time as we've decided to go live? It's probably going to be a challenge now as to who has the most viewers. Okay, so please help me win that challenge. Right, so the idea of going live is to kind of answer questions that people have on GCS and what we do here. And also for me to try and find out what people would like to see in the future of things that we do. Because the things that we film sometimes I think maybe aren't that exciting, but the viewers seem to love them. So it's a kind of thing, and things that we've done year in, year out, we think are boring. Other viewers, we've actually got 99 people watching. Wow, thank you so much for everyone that's come to join us. So, so if people have got any questions, please put them in now, and we'll happily try and answer some of the questions you've got. I think most people are saying Joe's live, Joe's live. That's fine. We won't worry about Joe anymore. So if anybody's got any questions, please ask the questions, and we will happily try and answer them. We've got 107 people watching, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Who have we got on here? We have got Stewie from Norfolk, Barry Rayner, Daniel Russ. Daniel comments a lot on our videos, which is really kind of him. Beef 2213, evening Michael, whoever you are, hello to you. Michael Bradley, good evening Michael. Where is lovely Michelle? She's she's there. Peter Dennis, good evening. How are we doing? Andrew James, Stewie Norfolk, Stephen Thompson. Michelle's now scribbling something on a piece of paper. I've got it. What's that? Yellow shield.
What the yellow shield is on the John Deere's.
I haven't got that far yet. Okay. Right. The tractors you've seen in the yard. Okay, I'll answer that question. I've got a yellow shield that's mounted on the cab handle. Now, those tractors have been used on the construction sites. And so what they have a radar system built in around the roof of the cab, which first of all alerts the driver that there is someone in the vicinity of that tractor. So the tractor's working on the site. If the driver has visually not seen someone, there's a speaker in the cab which goes on. I think it's like pedestrian, or alert. I can't remember exactly. And it tells the driver that there's somebody nearby. In the shield, it has a circle. It has a red sign in it. And basically what that means is that nobody should be approaching that tractor until the driver in the cab has pushed a button which puts a green thumbs up, which tells the pedestrian that the driver A has recognised you're there and it is safe for you to approach the tractor to talk to him. I think it's a very good thing. Um, a lot of excavators, a lot of construction equipment have it. Um, um, it's painful if you're not using it on a construction site, and we do have people that on the tractor sometimes they've got it on and the tractor goes out. They do find it a bit painful because they drive around, there's a sheep nearby and it goes, pedestrian, pedestrian, or alert, alert, alert. So it does have its bad points, but that's what that shield is. So hopefully that answers that question. What other question? Michelle, Jeffrey Moore. Hello, Jeffrey. Jeffrey always writes comments on the post. So, hello, Jeffrey. Good evening to you. And yes, Michelle, the right hand woman. Daniel Rust, how many traders are in your hire fleet? Not enough, really. We need more. We've got good bookings for this year, and the fleet will be growing this year. Who else have we got? Do you own hire out fast tracks, Paul Crefford? Yes, we do. We have fast tracks in the fleet. They tend to go out on long-term hire more so than spot hire. So you don't really see them in the yard very often, very much. We will be increasing the fast track fleet, but I think there's a few local dealership issues at the moment. Dealers could be changing, possibly, I don't know. So we just want to get that sorted out. But yes, there will be more fast tracks coming. Fantastic pieces of kit. And when we do, the customers do like them. So who else we've got? Malcolm Collett. Oh, he moves fast. Will you have to get a microphone for your yard videos? Well, I think, to be fair, I use this very old iPhone, which is an iPhone 5. Is that right, Michelle?
SE.
Microphone for SE. Apparently it's really old and apparently it's decrepit and people laugh at me. We have got a new phone here and we're just going to change it over. So hopefully that will cure our problems. Segan's Contractors, a YouTuber from down in Devon. What's your best piece of advice to give a young person starting out doing a similar thing to you? The first bit of advice is don't do a similar thing to me. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. The best advice I give to everybody is just to work hard. Work hard, focus on what you're doing. Business is going to get tough. I think it's tough now. I think it's going to get an awful lot tougher. But focus on what you're doing, be honest with people, and just work so hard. And I think, as we've said to yourself in messages that our text messages, failure is not an option. So on the days that you have a bad day, and you will have bad days, we all have bad days, is you get up, adjust yourself down, and just get back out there, okay? And make it happen, okay? There's a lot of people in this world that I've come across, and I'm getting old now, okay? So I've seen a lot, I'm getting grey, look. There's a lot of people will blame everything else for their failure, okay? Make it happen. So I hope that helps. Just remember, failure is not an option. You have to go and make it work. So that's a good question. Thank you for that. Who else have we got? Jim Matthews, even Martin Michelle. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Tony Parks. Favorite bit of kit you've ever owned? Oh, that's a tricky one. Personally, the most useful piece of kit we own is probably our yard forklifts. Without them, the whole place would come to a standstill. So most useful bits are probably our Heister fork trucks. They want to go all day, every day. Fantastic. Telehandler in the yard, good. Most favourite that I like to use, I think we'd probably go back to like Massey 135 days as the youth. I've got a Dexter as well, and I have great fun using that tractor. So most favourite, possibly, yeah, tricky one. So here we go. Who we got? Eva Trickett, have you ever thought of employing more women? I'd have no problem employing more women. In fact, the women that I do employ are very, very, very good employees. Yes, I'd have no problem employing more women whatsoever. Who got? Hang on, what's that? Are you, Ed Rush, are you and Michelle a thing? Depends what you call a thing, isn't it? Are we together? Yes, we are. If that's the question. A lot of people think I'm her father, and we do get we do get that quite a lot. But yes, we are together. How long has Colin? How long has your hire business been going? 38, 39 years. We used to do a lot of construction equipment years ago, and less ag. I think the construction market's got a lot harder and got saturated. So we've kind of come over to agriculture, different market altogether, different customer base, obviously, and there's far less saturation. I think Michelle is reading these questions quicker than what I am. So what have you got, Michelle?
No, Daniel just messaged me and said, Michael's not your dad. Oh, I'm learning loads.
Daniel, probation period has ended now, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Daniel, Michelle is not my daughter, okay? Michelle is not my daughter. Bless him. Right, there we've got here. We've got
Courtney.
Someone said they've come to. I just missed the name. I think it was Uncle Graham. That he's come to watch us because he's got bored of watching Joe Seals ploughing. Good one, Graham. Right. Now then, mate. Matt Martin. That's a good question. Now then, mate. Now then is like a Midlands expression, isn't it? Now then. Other than the trailer recently, have you had many things been stolen off you? Sorry? It's not easy when you keep laughing in the background.
I just said your child.
The trailer kind of wasn't stolen. It's just the fact the guy wouldn't give it back, really. And there was some insurance issues there. So it wasn't kind of stolen. But it was a very awkward situation. I think I'm quite lucky. The fact that we work in the used machinery business, on the odd occasion we have had things stolen. We've had telehandler here and there stolen, the odd digger. We tend to get them back. We do know a lot of people. We're very lucky that we know a lot of people in the machinery business. And so on the occasions we do get things stolen, most of the time we do actually find them again or get them back. So we're very, very lucky that we do know a lot of people. And nowadays with trackers and things like that, it's a lot harder, but I'll probably just jinx myself now. I'm going to find that we've lost 6 tractors tomorrow morning. So there we go. Michael Bradley, how the hell did you get a babe like Michelle? Okay. The man that can. I would have to call down at some point and have a cup of tea. Yes, yeah, please do that. Yeah, you're very welcome here. Who else have we got? Peter Dennis. Please ask where in Kent your depot is. Well, we moved up here from Sittingbourne. We had a yard at Sittingbourne all the time. The depot at Sittingbourne was doing smaller machinery, different machinery is what we do here. But we actually closed it about a year ago. Again, we really struggled to find staff to man it. We have got an employee still in Kent who's been with me for a very, very long time. He's now 60 plus, and so he's in South Africa at the moment, so he's not listening to this. He's been an awesome employee, but on the whole, due to the distance involved, we've struggled to find employees to work there. So we've still got, we call him Todd. His name is Toby. We call him Todd. We've still got him. Awesome guy, absolutely fantastic employee. But we've closed the depot actually dealing in machinery. We do other things in Kent. We do property in Kent. We do some estate maintenance for some quite blue chip companies, things like that. But we haven't got a depot there, as in anymore you can go and buy things from. So who else have we got? What have we got? Emily Lamb. Hello, Emily. Good to see you live office, looking very smart. Thank you, Emily. We must catch up soon, Emily. We haven't seen you for a little while. And I keep watching your videos. So if anybody's watching this, Emily Lamb is the Tom Lamb, the farmer's wife. Does videos, I think, once, twice a week. Go and have a look at her videos. Well worth looking for. So there we go. I'm sorry if I'm missing some of the messages. It's a job to keep up with them.
What YouTube channels do you watch?
Sorry?
What YouTube channels do you watch?
What YouTube channels do I watch? Obviously, I watch the agricultural channels. Tom Pemberton. These are no order of favouritism whatsoever. Okay, just in case. Tom Pemberton, Ollie, Joe, Tom Lamb, Charlotte, Daniel Fenn Farming. I better not forget that one, or he'd tell me off for that. Crawford. Ollie's Farm, watch Ollie's Farm. So I think basically all the agricultural ones. I do like Colin Fursey's channel. We've met Colin through Tom Lamb. Great guy, so we love what he does. Fantastic. Asheville on a Sunday morning. He's kind of a bit of a thing now that we have and watch Asheville. And again, there's a chap that I feel for. He's had a bit of a tough time at the moment. We watch Asheville. Sorry? Welder Faber, Bazia, very talented welder there. Who's on a journey as well, to watch him. So yeah, I think that's probably the main ones that I watch. I never watch my I never watch my own. I don't know. I can never watch my own. So do you farm with the hybrids? We are farmers at heart. We've been farming all our lives. We had a lot of animals at one point. We've got none at the moment. There is a bit of a plan that is going to develop. Can't say too much about that at the moment, but the farming is going to increase a lot more here in the future. Just got to find more hours in the day for young Daniel. If you're watching Daniel, okay. Yeah, it's going to increase a lot more. So we've got Jeffrey Moore, big up Emily Lamb, Apprentice of the Year. I think we've done that one. Who else we followed? Daniel Rush. No, we didn't get the JCB sign, and I'm actually quite disappointed about that because Pex had closed that depot, and I really, really wanted that sign. So if any of my viewers out there have got a big JCB sign like that, I'd happily buy it. But no, we didn't. Very disappointed that we might just get one made. Actually, it might just be easier. But yeah, very disappointed that we didn't get the JCB sign. We did get an internal one. We did get one for the workshop, but the big one on outside there was one we really wanted, and unfortunately, the powers to be computer said no. There we go. Whatever it's got. Jeffrey Ford, do you ever have a stand at an agricultural show? Now, that's something we have seriously considered many times, and we know that some of our competitors in the hire business do, and they have some beautiful stands, and it looks great. The problem we have with that is the fact that we kind of run for 9 months of the year at almost 100% utilisation rate. The scary thing of going and doing a show is to go out there and give cards out and leaflets and trying to convince people to use GCS when we're running at almost full capacity. So the hire fleet will grow, and it has to grow. It's going to grow quite significantly. So at the moment, we're hesitant to go out and try and drum up more business if we can't support it. And I think we're very lucky that we have this YouTube channel and the following we have on YouTube that is kind of a good way of reaching out and gaining new customers. And I've just looked, 219 people watching. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's what, about 218 more than what we probably thought we would get. So thank you for that. That's fantastic. So what we're going to Michael Bradley, would you get a Fendt or are they overpriced? Happily get a Fendt. Happily buy what anybody wants. We're here to rent out machinery. If someone wants to contract hire a Fendt or whatever, no problem at all. We'll run Fendt. Are they overpriced? I think all tractors are kind of a lot of money these days. When you look at some of the different brands between the green and blue and whatever and the red, price difference is vast. I think it depends if you're going to sit in the tractor. If you're going to have an hour farmer who's going to drive it himself, or he has some top employees, I get the Fent thing. If the tractor's going to go to a construction site or TV studios or an airport or things like that, the person hiring that tractor doesn't really mind what it is. They just want a tractor to tow a trailer or whatever. So I think there's a market there for both. So I've got to say, who else have we got? Phil Eddy. Hello, Phil. Hello, what's he saying? Remember, I'm your biggest fan. Oh, that's sweet.
Andy Partington's on.
Is it? Sorry?
Andy Partington.
Andy Partington. Am I going to Euros on Wednesday? Andy, have I ever missed a Euros on Wednesday?
It's a date.
Besides, if Andy's buying breakfast, it has to be your turn now, Andy. It has to be. And you'll be sitting at home now. I can picture you sitting at home now saying, oh, I'm sure I bought last time. No, sure you didn't, Andy. Anyway, yeah, I'll be there on Wednesday. So definitely be there on Wednesday.
We've got a couple of people asking if Daniel's related to you.
Is Daniel related to? No, he's not. Daniel is an awesome. Hang on, he might be watching this, mightn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel's okay. He used to work on a neighbouring farm, and I think he wanted a career change. And I think Daniel came and interviewed me for his position here. He came here twice, interviewed me, and what an absolute credit to GCS Daniel is. We're not related, but he's an awesome employee. He takes his job very seriously. He's very passionate about his job. We've just got to educate him a little bit more on tidying up. But other than that, awesome. But no, he's not related to me. But no, awesome young man. Awesome young man. So, who else have we got? Martin Mason, I agree from Tractor. Hello, Martin. Good to see you watching. Thank you. We've been a technophobe, but how do you keep... Matt Martin, good question. With being a technophobe, yeah, whatever, what's that called? How do you pronounce it? Technophobe, right? How do you keep on trading on hire? That's a very good question. I'm very old-fashioned. When we get hire come in, oh, hang on. Michelle's tied it up. She's tied it up. When hire comes in, we write out an A4 piece of paper, and we have a paperwork trail for it. It works very simply. We've got some big whiteboards in a hire office. We mark on there all the serial numbers of that piece of kit, etc., 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 where it is, who it was on hire to, when it went out, kind of when it's due back. We don't really always know that, and it keeps it simple. We kind of tried to go electronic a couple of years ago. Not something that I was particularly keen on, but for whatever reason, we tried going electronic, and it got in a bit of a mess, to be fair. So we went back to the paperwork one very well. It works very well. Yes, it's old-fashioned, but if it's not broke, why fix it? So there are all people out there that frown upon that. I think Michelle's now got Joe Seals live. How many viewers has Joe's got? How many?
56.
56. We've got 261. Right, next question.
Someone asked about Paul.
Someone asked about Paul. Where's that one then?
Where did Paul go? Did he retire?
Where did Paul go? Paul was here for 3 or 4 years. 3 or 4 years? No, about that. And he came here from Thailand. He'd gone out there, married. I think he got married a couple of times, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely married at least once out there. Had a few issues out there. Came back to the UK. Then brought his Thai wife with him to the UK. And she lived here on the farm with him while he worked. And then at the point, I think her visa was about to expire, or I don't quite exactly know the answer to it, but Paul was kind of ready to retire. He's gone back to Thailand. And we don't really hear from him at all, to be fair. In fact, we didn't even get to say goodbye to him. He kind of just disappeared. Gone back to Thailand, and I think living the high life and enjoying himself. So we wish him all the best for his future, and he has a great time out there. And I think he's enjoying the warm weather out there far better than the cold winters here. So yeah, so that's where Paul is. He's out in Thailand.
Just put the muff over the microphone. People listen.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes any difference.
I've been told to put the thing on the mic. Is that any better? So, right. Yeah, it sounds like you're in a church. Yeah, sorry about that.
Michael wouldn't be in a church.
Do you remember when you was a CITB instructor and Paul Bago, I don't remember the name. Do you remember when you was a CITB plant instructor and I turned up your field in a Volvo A25 dump truck 36 years Thanks, mate. You're still on the bloody things. Well, yes, I'm a qualified CITB plant instructor. We had a business that we would train people for CITB tickets, and I employed trainers to do it, but I also got the qualification myself, so that if we had someone off sick or an employee decided to have a day off, I could step into them. So yeah, that's 36 years ago, and you remembered who I am. Well, thank you, Paul. I'm glad you're still doing all right. Who else we got here? Andrew Clark. Any plans to come to Aberdeenshire and visit? Oh, Michelle's playing with the microphone again now. I don't do technical. We've been and bought this quite flash thingy microphone thing. I haven't got a clue how it works, but we've got one.
I think that's better.
Okay. Right. Any plans to come to Aberdeenshire and visit the Stuart factory? That decision's not in my hands, really, because we need to be invited to come and look at the Stuart factory. And in all the years we've been buying Stuart, we've never been invited. So I see other people go, but we've never, ever been invited. What we ought to do is to come up and visit the Marshall factory, which I believe is very close by, or so I'm led to believe. But anyway, no, we've got no plans to come to Aberdeenshire to visit Stuart, because they've never got around to inviting us yet. I don't know why, but there you go. That's probably no story. Much better sound. Oh, that's good. When am I going to get my house finished? I do need to do that, but it's going to eat an awful lot of money, and I keep using the money to buy machinery. So I will get into doing that. So it's probably going to be a couple of years, I expect. But there we go. Thomas Drakes. Hello, Thomas. And Emily. I must not forget Emily. So if Emily's watching, hello, and Tom, right? What's happening with the duck pond? I want to come fishing. Tom, you can come fishing whenever you like. Anytime you like. But bring your toolkit when you come. I've got plenty of wiring you can do while you're here. So yeah, anytime you want to come fishing. Who else we got? Seconds contracts again. When can I come and visit and do a collaboration YouTube video? Anytime you like. But I actually think we'll be coming down to you first, because we've got to come to Devon for some bits. So I think we'll be coming to you first. Let's have a look who we've got here. Adrian Morgan. Hello, Mark and Michelle. Do you ever think you'll come across to the Balmoral show over here in North of Ireland? Love the videos, by the way, but that's very kind of you. We intend to do a lot more in Ireland. We've got a lot of inquiries from Ireland. We intend to start selling a lot more machinery in Ireland for lots of different reasons. So yes, we will be doing a lot more in Ireland coming over there. We have and are very seriously thinking about having a depot over there. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes with that, but we are. And we've got our good friend Gareth Glassman over in Ireland. So what's not to like, really, isn't it? Gareth, if you're watching, hello. I bet you will be, but okay, here we go. Ian Johnson, Marshall, a very good company and traders. I have no doubt they are good traders, and we would have no problem in running. I think I'd certainly like to buy some of their flat trailers and run some of those. We'd have a problem doing that. Andrew, you seem to be a genuine chap. Some of your videos really helped me. Thank you. Well, that's very kind. on the videos with me, what you see is what you get. I do suffer with mental health. I make no apology about that. I do suffer with my own mental health. And I think because of that, I've actually struck up quite a lot of friendships with people through YouTube and everything else who also have had issues. And we kind of text each other and help each other. So and I'm here. If anybody does have a problem and they want to reach out and talk to someone, please do. I've got no problem with that. I'm happy to talk to anybody. And we have done that with quite a few people on YouTube, nearly all from the agricultural world. And I think the thing is, well, is that they watch us on YouTube and they feel that they know us. I know that 1 or 2 other YouTubers also have this happen to get them as well. So we're all here. And if someone does want to reach out and talk to us, please do so. And we'll give you our mobile number. You can ring, we'll talk, we'll text, message, whatever you want to do. So you're never alone. So I suffer. I have had some very dark times. And I'm not going to lie about that. I'll be honest about that. But everybody else out there has a bad time and needs to help and needs to talk to someone. Pick the phone up. Don't be shy. So there we go. Right. Oh, hang on. Ask people to click here. Oh, apparently you've got to click on. What's that, Michelle?
Click like.
You've got to click. Apparently, Michelle says, can you get people to click like?
You've had 84 so far.
I've got 299 viewers. So there's obviously nothing on television tonight.
Andy Partington said he's going to treat you to lunch. You're all right.
Andy Partington. What did he say that? I will treat you to lunch this time. Andy and I go back probably 20 years in auction, don't we, Andy? Yeah, something like that. So great. Sorry, what?
Is he that old?
Andy's great. Andy's great. Yeah. Have you stopped drinking those Red Bulls? I don't actually drink Red Bulls very often. I tend to buy the cheap one. But I do need to cut back on that. We normally go to cash and carry bikes. It's a lot cheaper. But I do need to cut back on that. So yeah, that is on my to-do list. Adrian McCoy, where is Tim these days? Well, is it Adrian or Aidan McCoy? Sorry, Aidan. Tim left our employment a good 18 months ago. Tim came here to kind of run the hire, and it just maybe wasn't for him. And I think running the hire is quite a stressful thing in a way. There's a lot going on, and I think it's just something that wasn't for him. So Tim left us and went back farming and he's now a tractor driver, I believe. We don't really hear from Tim anymore. But we wish him well. But he hasn't worked for us for a good 18 months or so. So that's what we do get asked that question quite a lot, really. And so, but there we go. Right, what else we got? James Jackson, when will we get started on the 3C Mark II? When we get time, to be fair. If you watch our videos, you realise we work extremely hard running the business we've got. We don't have a lot of slack time at all. We're definitely understaffed, and that's going to remain exactly that way because we can't find the staff to work. So we're going to change what we do. The 3C2 will get done. I promise you that it will get done. In fact, we've got the facility here to do it, so it's not that bad. It's just actually getting around to doing it. Maybe in the summer months, as the hire gets a lot busier, we actually get quieter because stuff's out. And we'll have nothing in the yard like that to do. So that may be the case, but it definitely will be getting done. So Pete Sampson, hello Pete. Nothing on TV Sunday night. Entertainment for change. Well, thank you for watching, Pete. And how's the Marshalls going? The new one. How's it going? I do follow him on Facebook, and Pete restores Marshall tractors to an immensely high standard. So Gareth Price, thank you. Your videos are much better viewing than TV scheduled, especially on a Sunday evening. Well, thank you very much. Well, if you want us to carry on, if this is something you'd like to do more often, please tell us and we'll do it. You know, this is a very unknown territory for me. But we've got 320 people watching us. Amazing. But if you want us to carry on doing more of these, just let us know. Please do. And here we go.
Do you go to the Kent
sorry?
Do you go to the Kent depot?
Do we go to the Kent depot? I think we kind of covered that one a bit earlier on. the Kent depot isn't actually a depot anymore. We're actually not running it as a depot. So I don't need to go there very often because the guy that I have got in Kent, as I said to you earlier on, Todd, been with me so long, he just gets on with it. I don't have to worry about him. I don't even hear from him for 2 weeks at a time sometimes. He just gets on with stuff. So I don't have to worry about him. So where are we? Oh, Pete says the latest Marshall is in strip down mode at the minute. So we'll find out. In fact, what I need to do, Pete, is come visit one day and we'll film some of your tractors. That might be a good idea. I think I just invited myself round to your place, Pete. All right. Just do it, Daniel Rush. Just do it live every night. The TV is not worth putting on. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Barry Rayner, you're certainly doing okay on your first live. I would certainly like to become a regular thing. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Jeffrey Ford, are the fish in the pond in the yard? Amazingly so, yes. We've got no idea how, because we've never put them in there. No idea how they'd be alive, because you think over the years you would have thought, obviously there never has been, you'd think there might be diesel spillage or whatever running off the yard because the yard slopes that way. There's fish in there, and there's quite some big fish, about sort of 14, 18 inches long, isn't there? If you remember in there. But there's been one name, is it heron? There is a heron been floating around quite a bit. So whether there is little fish in there again.
And there is fish in your new pond.
Is there fish in the new pond? Well, hang on. Yeah, I can't keep up with all these.
There is.
There is fish in the new pond. Yes. My neighbour at the end of my drive has got a fishing lake, and he's got all sorts. People go fishing, and they've got all sorts of fish. I don't know. And he rears young ones to put in the fish. So he very kindly comes and gives me fish and puts them in there. I couldn't tell you what they are, but the fish. So there is fish in the new pond. And when we can get the new pond to seal with water, which still isn't sealing with water, we will put fish in there. So yeah, then we can have fishing days. We can have the GCS fishing competitions, can't we? For Woody Hat or something. Yeah, here we go. Right, who else have we got? Adrian Berry, I'm curious. Are you and Michelle a couple? Yes, we are. Yeah, there we go. She's not my daughter, Daniel, is she? She's not my daughter, Daniel. Right. Seconds contract again. What's been your biggest win over the years of trading machinery? I think the biggest win is still being in business, I think. Yeah, biggest win. I don't know. It's very hard. I don't think there is a big win. All joking aside, we sell machinery that's £100,000 for a machine down to Britain's toy tractor that's £25. And we're as passionate about the Britain's toy sale as we are the big sale. Everything we try to do right, we try to do properly. So every sale is a win for us, and we're grateful and thankful for every single sale. So that's true, isn't it, Michelle? We generally are passionate about every sale that we do. So here we go. Daniel Ross, what's the worst tractor you bought to hire out and had problems with? I don't think we've really had a bad tractor. We've had problems with certain tractors. I'm trying to think. I think we've had problems. I think we've had almost a bad John Deere, but to be fair, John Deere stepped in and took it away. We've had maybe a telehandler that also kind of could have been a bit better, but I don't think it's been a one that really sticks in my mind badly. And those machines are all about the dealer support, aren't they? So having a bad machine isn't a problem as long as we get the support and get it sorted. And where, for example, PEX JCB, if we have a machine that is down for a problem, they give us a support machine, a prop machine. So for that purpose, we're very grateful, and it helps us out a great deal. But yeah, so I don't think there's ever been a really, really bad machine that springs to mind. So there we go. Emily Drakes, hello, Emily. She's been telling me all day she was going to watch. Jack Popper, will we get more fast tracks in the near future? Yes, we'd like to think so. I think there's some, so I said you earlier on, there's some leadership changes which might change, but yes, we certainly would like some new fast tracks. Um, Paul Bego, a big shout out to Todd, the biggest smile in Kent. There we go.
Somebody said, can you tell them about the dogs in the pictures behind you?
Oh, really? Well, the dogs in the pictures are dogs that I've had in my life. I'm very passionate about my dogs, love my dogs very, very much, and they're very important to me. And unfortunately, most of the ones in the pictures are dogs past. And one of them is of a dog that was kind of taken from me. Which, yeah, I get very passionate about my dogs. I love my dogs very much. But there we go. There we go. Who we got here? What else we got?
Who's your favourite Drake?
Emily? Who's your favourite Drake? Really, you need to ask that question. Eva Trickett, I'd say Michelle is your biggest win, Michael. That's a nice comment for Eva. Thank you, Eva. That's very kind of you. Andrew Young, what are our new plans in the future? Now that is a very good question. It's going to take a minute to answer this one. We, as people watch what we do, there's two sides, right? There's two main sides of our business. One is the hire, which does well, that's fine, and then we have the machinery we buy and sell. A lot of times we refurb machinery, so we buy it in, we shop blast it, we service it, we paint it, whatever it needs to get it right. But that is very, very labour intensive, and over the last probably 3 years, the ability to find the skilled labour that we need really, really has been in decline. So where we just can't find the skilled staff that we need, we've kind of had to have a complete change on the machinery dealing side of what we do and go away from refurbing as much machinery. I'm not saying we won't be selling machinery in good order, because we will, because everything will do right. But when it comes to shop blasting and painting, we're going to reduce that down an awful lot. We're going to keep the setup all here. We're going to reduce it down because we can't find the staff to do it. So the plans are to change the used machinery away from refurbing, because we just can't find the people. And the problem we have is that it's no point having a guy that can shop blast and paint if you haven't got the people to do the next stage, which is maybe put the items back together again and fit them out and do that. So it's a kind of all or nothing. So whereas it's a bit like a JCB production line, isn't it? If you haven't got the full team, you can't run the production line. And that's what we found. We've been battling with different people. I mean, those who watched recently, Chris, who worked for us, had to go off and have a heart operation. And we kept him and paid him all the time he was off sick. And he came back handing notice in on that site. Got out of his car, handing notice straight in. So we've got to the point where I think things like that, I certainly take it quite personally that I feel that I'm being kicked with that, because we've been paying this guy and looking after him all the time he's been off, and he comes straight and hands notice in. So we are going to trim our staff down. Because we can't get the staff, we're going to trim down, go to a very small team. We're going to try and work very smart. We're trying to get the workshops all done so that we can work very, very easily and very efficiently. So hopefully that kind of answers the question on what we're going to change here. So, right.
Reese Matthews.
Reese Matthews. Hello. Hello, Reese, and family. And my favourite cousins. Okay. Come down to Cornwall, Michael. We've got buckets of talent and skilled people. I don't doubt that for one moment. I don't doubt that. And if Stegan's contractors are watching that, there you go. What can I say? Sean Alexander, why not I think I'm meant to say put Michelle on live, Michael. Michelle was steering the ship behind the scenes, trying to keep it all going. So I have no doubt one day we'll get Michelle doing live. Malk Tyler. Hi, Michael. Great to see you live, but no notification. Unsubscriber. We put it onto YouTube. I'm sorry about that. We put it onto YouTube. We put it on Facebook. etc., etc. But YouTube were notified, weren't they, Michelle, that it was going out about 12 hours ago. We did it. So I'm sorry, I don't know, but if you send me a friend request on Facebook, then we'll start sending you personally. We'll send you a thing next time we're doing it. So Nick Bowes, hi, well done for this live. It's been fab. Well done. Thank you very much. Callum Farms, when I met you at Lama 24, I thought we'll still do. You're the nicest YouTuber a business owner I've ever met. That's nice, isn't it? Callum Farms. Does that mean you just never met any other YouTubers, though? I don't know, but Callum, it's very kind of you. Thank you so much. But if you haven't met any of the others, then I totally get that. Yeah, I get that. Landini Lover, why do you have such I think it's short staff retention? My longest member of staff is Todd, who's been with me probably 36, 37 years. So I'd say that's quite a long-term retention. We're seeing now, and I think I'm not alone in this, so because I get quite upset thinking that maybe we're bad employers, but a lot of the other people that I speak to, the employed people, this is the same all over, that people just aren't and don't want to work anymore. The kind of work we do is dirty and messy, and I think they just don't want to do it anymore. I mean, here is a cracking example of said situation. We had a local agency, I'm not going to give the name, come to us with, we can help you, we can get you, you can get you people you want. And Michael was very, very skeptical about this. But anyway, we said, okay, we could do with a guy that can use a set of spanners. Okay, we don't need a fitter, just a set of spanners, we'll teach you the rest, someone that knows what a 17mm spanner looks like and, isn't how to take a weed off, that sort of stuff. Anyway, so they then did an audit on us and checked that we had toilet roll and all the rest of it, make sure we were all good. So anyway, this gentleman turns up, a Portuguese guy turns up, and this is my dream job. This is the job I've always wanted. On his first day, he made it till 4 o'clock. Well, actually, at 3:30, really, because he just left everything out. And the problem is, and we had him greasing trailers in the workshop, in the warm, greasing trailers, checking lights. Okay, job was too hard for him. Couldn't do it. So, in answer to your question, why is my retention too long? I don't know. Is it maybe my expectations are too high? I don't know. But we're not looking anymore. We're past that one. Oh, right, here we go. Paul Luke was nice. Michael, I've mentioned to you before, you always come across as a great boss to work for. Thank you very much. Just wish you were closer to Shropshire. Insistently. Move here. Not that far. Move. Come here. Is Daniel on overtime tonight as film director? I'm sure Daniel's at home cringing, probably. Michael Clinton, do you sell much to Ireland? We do sell to Ireland, but we intend to increase that an awful lot more. Keep watching this space on that one. William McCusker, get Michelle on the telehandler for sure.
I can drive the telehandler.
Michelle can drive the telehandler. She just doesn't like driving the telehandler.
I like the telehandler, so I don't like the forklift.
Oh, the forklift. Oh, well, we'll do a video. I'll do a video of Michelle having a go at driving some of the machines. She's sitting there going, we'll get her on that one. If enough people want to see Michelle driving things, put it in the comments. Okay. And if we get 10 people that say they want to see Michelle driving, we're on. And Daniel, you can help. All right. Here we go. Video, thank you. Paul Luke, thank you very much. A nice comment there. I'll read this one. That's quite good. India Rome, well done for your first live. We recently ordered with you and we're very impressed with the customer service and the quick delivery. Wish you all the best. It's nice, isn't it? Nigel Hales, thank you. He's a regular follower of GCS, and better late than never. Hello, Michael. You know where I'm from. Yeah. Neil Matthews, my favourite cousin. For those that don't know, I have a very, very, very small family. Neil. Well, I have 3 daughters, but that's another story. That's probably done for another video. But they don't want to know. They don't want to know me whatsoever, absolutely whatsoever. But Neil is my favourite cousin. So hello, favourite cousin Neil. Neil's great. and family. So yeah, I've got the family. Neil's not the only member of the family. I've got Neil and all of his family. So, and I'm very lucky to have that. So, Neil, thank you for watching. Andrew Young, do you get many visitors calling on the way to Skegness? See, we do get a few come in actually, and everyone's welcome to come here. I think we probably will have an open day. We're getting tidier now, but we had it's a job to keep it tidy, but we're getting tidier now. And we probably will try and have an open day when there's machinery here and it's all clean and serviced and looking good. So we'll let you know on that one. Yes, we do get people coming here, and the thing is, they're coming in, they buy from the shops. That's really good. And we have all the tractor drivers that come in here to pick up traders. That they'll go in the shop and buy chrome cleaning products. So yeah, everybody's welcome. There's no spend limit. Come here and buy as much as you want. That's really good. Emily, yes, get Michelle involved. Callum Farm, I want to see Michelle driving. Okay, let's go on that. Where are we? Martin Thompson, hi from Scotland. What happened to JCB 131? We have various JCB machines. As you know, the 131 we had our yard one, we have sold. It went out on long-term hire and the customer decided to buy it. So we'll have some more here. We've got other big machines out on long-term hire. There's just nothing in the yard at the moment. Everything here we have is for sale. So customer had it on hire, wanted to buy it. So we sold it to him. And he's very happy with it as well. So that's good. Oh, I missed that. Something about Tom Lamb then. I think it moved up the screen too quick. Can I go down a bit with it?
Yeah,
oh no, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play with things. I'm not going to play with it. Go back up. Oh, how do I go back up then?
Scroll on that bit, yeah.
What have I done? That's not working. Oh, hang on.
Do you want me to read it? It says, I
love
love watching Emily Lamb
Jeffrey Moore.
operating Tom's kit. Great YouTube content. Definitely have a go.
Okay, right, okay. That's another positive one to get Michelle on machines.
There's actually about 10.
Matt Martin, how much does the yellow sweeper make? Have you bought another one yet? Yellow sweeper is actually at the auction site and it's at Euro Auctions. I think it goes through on Wednesday. I bought it at Euro Auctions. I bought several that day, didn't we? We bought several sweepers that day. It drove across the ramp, no problem at all. It drove on the lorry, come home here, wouldn't start. We think it's got a mobiliser issue. So we've seen it driving everywhere else. It is at Euros. If anyone wants it, go and bid loads of money for it on Wednesday and it could be yours. And I'll even go and sign it if you want, just to get that'll make it worth at least £5 now, doesn't it? There we go. Right. Phil Eddie, what about a caravan site for some of us? Keep watching. And was it shepherd's huts? Would that do, Phil? Would a shepherd hut be all right? Or what do they call it? A yurt? What do they call them? Michelle? When you get shepherd huts and glamping thingies.
Pods, little pod things.
Lake fishing, Phil. And Phil, if we do that, you will be our honorary first guest. Okay. At a discounted rate. Okay. I don't know. What is the curtain side that make Montracon? That's also at Euros now. So that's a good trader. Just out of test. Good trader. Just don't use it. And we're trying to have it tidy up. Seconds again. What was the worst condition broken machine brought back off hire? We've had fire damaged. We've had rolled. We've had. I think there's probably not a lot we haven't had. I think, but it's and you get. I think particularly you have more of a construction and come back with diggers with bent doors, and they'd always be like, that's how it came to us. It came to us just like that with a bent door and like broken engine cover and all the rest of it. It's like, well, the photograph when we delivered it doesn't show that. And I think the beauty now, obviously I'm old, but now we have phones, don't we? We never had phones in my early days when we were like then. We can film things. So you get to site, take the photograph of it, and it solves that entire problem. So we've had them all come back. Yeah, fire damaged, but it's never their fault. Fire damaged. Silage traders rolled. We get several a year of those, and they're normally written off. That's so. I think that's probably about the worst. Yeah, we're very lucky. We've got a good customer base and they look after our kit. So here we go. Who have we got? Scott ST. Have you sold the old yard JCB telehandler? Not seen it for a while. Yes, we have. We have got another one coming. That was a JCB construction spec machine, a 2015. We'd had it from new. It served us very, very well, but we want to upgrade to something newer because it just looked scruffy. Although it did the job. So that has gone, and we're in the process of getting another JCB new construction spec machine for the yard. We did it at this time of year because in the summer months we don't normally have telehandlers from the hire fleet here, but at the moment we've got 2 or 3 here that have come back from hire and are waiting to go back out again. So we're changing it now while we've got the use of some of the hire machines that are here in the yard. So that's why you haven't seen it. It's gone now. So there we go. Landini lover, are you thinking of going into livestock? Yes, we're going back into livestock. We've been livestock in the past. We will be going back into livestock. We've got big plans for that. Can't say too much, so I think I said earlier on, but definitely. Who have we got here? William McCusker, favourite tractor, my Dexter. My Fordson Dexter. Granddad bought it brand new. I drove it when I was 8 years old. I'm not quite sure the law was the same then as it is now. 100% my favourite tractor. Closely followed by the 135. Like that, yeah. Fordson Dexter. Just personal sentimental reasons. That's what's my favourite tractor. Yeah. Other than that, I do like John Deere. I have to say, we've had John Deere and hire fleet for a long time, and we were all John Deere and hire fleet. It's just the fact that I think with John Deere making the super dealers nowadays, it's changing that personal relationship we have with the supplier, not for the better. Not for the better. So hence why we've got some New Hollands. But yeah, I do like John Deere tractors. I'm a bit of a John Deere man, but there we go. Right, what else we got? An apprentice. Nigel has an apprentice mechanic who were interested in JCBs.
Emily said, "What are you proud of with the business? What are you most
What am I
proud
proudest with the business? That's a really good question. I think the fact that we're still here is a fair achievement. I've made some big mistakes as I've gone through in business, but I think that's just being honest. I think proud, and I'm proud with the people that I've got helping me as well. It's because it's not just about me; it's about the people we have with me on the journey. So I'm very proud that I've employed some awesome people in the past, and I still do employ some awesome people. So that makes me extremely proud. I mean, I started this business with nothing. There's no family behind me giving me anything at all. So everything we've had to do from scratch. Yeah, I think the fact that we're still here, it makes me proud. The fact that we've got some fantastic customers. It makes me proud reading these comments, for example, that there's such lovely people out there that are supportive of small businesses and helping us. So yeah, I think I'm proud of all of that. And yeah, I do. We're very passionate about what we do here. Even Michelle, we're all very passionate and we want to make things work, and we do care about our customers. We try to do it best we can. Yes, we have bad days, but we generally do care and we generally do try. There you go. Anyway, I'm not trying to do an advert here. I told the wife what you said, and she asked if a job came in accommodation. It could do. It could do. How many of you are there first? Is it a family of like 30? Then we might struggle. But there we go. Steve Stibbons got to go. It's been good. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. That's great. I don't know how long. I've been on it for an hour already.
Yeah.
We've got 325 people watching.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I'm not going to ask you how many Joe's got.
200 and something he had. He's gone.
Pete Sampson, 324 watching. This says 26 now, Pete. Songs of praise figures will be down tonight. Yeah, I think that's probably. William McCusker, do you only buy your equipment from auction, or would you ever buy from a private seller? Well, a good question. I will cut this soon because I don't want people to get bored of hearing my voice. We do buy a lot from auction because there's traceability with it. We have in the past had people come and offer stuff privately. We do buy from private people if we know them, or it's a part exchange, things like that. But the good thing with auctions is traceability, so that the ownership of that is right. We know where it's come from. We know who the vendor is. It just solves any issues like that. Equally, we can go to auction and buy 30 items or 40 items in one hit, bang. It's 2 or 3 lorry loads and it's home, as opposed to buying small items and having to go around and the logistics of collecting them. But yeah, we would buy from private sellers, but we do like the auctions, and we've dealt with most of the auctions in this country for a very, very long time, and it kind of works very well for us. So there you go. That's that question. Right. Where are we going? Do you own any land? Yes, we do. Yeah. Hang on, I go back. I think I just missed one. So, but Lancaster. I have a passion for Lancaster bombers. Where's no mouse? I'm trying to click my mouse for that computer, and it's on this computer, isn't it?
If you want.
Oh, can you open a depot near Lancaster? Sorry, Ian Ward. After my traffic management CPC, 20 years driving experience, and love everything trucks and tractors. Well, you'd be fighting Daniel for the lorry because Daniel loves lorry driving. He absolutely. Don't you, Daniel? No. To be fair, we don't do much. We don't do that much haulage. We use outside hauliers a lot of the time. We have a lorry to get ourselves out of trouble. So, and Daniel is just the man for doing it. So, could we open a depot near Lancaster? No, I'm really sorry we can't. We're quite happy here. We quite like it here, and it works very well for us. So, hang on, I'll go down the bottom again now. Tim Blythe. There's the name. I've known Tim. How long have I known you, Tim? 20 years, maybe more. Tim runs an auction house in Norfolk. And I've gone to the life of me, I think, trying to think of the name of that auction house, and I can't. Tim, remind me of the name of your business, and yeah, Tim's an awesome guy. Auction. Why can't I remember the name of it? I'm getting old. That's good, but yeah, Tim Blythe. Thanks for watching, Tim. Keys. Thank you, Tim. Sorry. I'm sorry now. He won't be faithful next time I'm bidding with him, will he? But yeah, Keys Auctioneers in Norfolk, fantastic auction house. Has great auctions of all sorts of jewellery, furniture, all sorts of things. Very good stuff there. Good stuff there. That work, Tim? So you are listening. I know you're listening, Tim. So okay. Is it Matt Martin? Is there anything you never bought to hire out that you regret not buying? Oh, loads of things. Loads and loads of things. I could be at auction and look at an item and think, I ought to buy that, and don't buy it. And then tomorrow the phone will ring, or the next day the phone will ring, and there'll be someone wants to hire that, or even buy that. And you're thinking, and that happens almost weekly, whereas you don't buy something at an auction or you don't buy something to hire out, then somebody wants it. So yeah, regular. So then next time you go and buy one, and then no one wants it there. Yeah. So that's quite common. That's quite common. Yeah, without a doubt. Nigel Hales, could you please have an open date? Yes, we do intend to do that. That is what we intend to do. Tips and tricks with glitz. Have I said that right? Have I missed that? No. Hello, can you say hello to Michelle and Scott? We are watching an airship, enjoying your live tonight. Well, thank you for watching from Scotland. I am half Scottish with a surname like Gallagher. Family come from Coatbridge, so thank you for watching from Scotland. Andrew Young, have you ever bought a piece of machinery to hire out, but ended up selling it as it was always in the yard? Yes, definitely. Everything we have in this yard is for sale. Everything. Okay, so if we have something in the yard that was in the hire fleet and someone wants to buy it, it will be sold. Then we just go and try and find another one. So yeah, no, everything's for sale. Lime Kiln Farm, Danny. I've known Danny now for how long have I known you for, Danny? 30 years. got a garage in Sittingbourne called Car Services. That's KAR Services, from the previous owner, Keith Ramel. How am I doing, Daniel? That's right, isn't it? And he has got a garage and does our service work in Kent on vans and stuff like that. And in actual fact, we would even run the stuff from Lincoln down there for him because he's that good and that professional. So we have to thank Daniel for his service. Awesome. So if you need a vehicle done in Sittingbourne, KAR Services, speak to Daniel. Tell him that if you go along there with a GCS discount code, I've got no doubt he'll look after you. Sorry, Daniel, couldn't kind of resist that one.
What does GCS stand for?
Sorry?
What does GCS stand for?
What does GCS stand for? Well, a lot of people have turned it into quite a lot of things in the past, but my surname is Gallagher, and we used to do a lot more contracting, so it was contract services. So Gallagher Contract Services, too much of a mouthful, too much to sign my vehicles with, so we changed it to just GCS. So that's exactly where GCS came from. So yeah, good question though. Thank you. These weren't in the script that I sent you to put on there, were they? Though I see the curl on everyone. Give some questions in case no one watches. So he's doing really well. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. John Ward, how far would you deliver anything you sell? Personally, I don't mind where we go. I'll happily go anywhere. We have sent stuff all over the world in the past, but we don't personally deliver that. But in the UK, again, if in the UK, and it means nipping to Devon to drop something off, we nip to Devon and come back in the same day to go and drop something off to someone. So distance isn't an object. We'll try to do what we can to keep customers happy. We do use a pallet networks quite a bit, but if it's something big, awkward, whatever, or a piece of machinery, we will go anywhere to deliver it. No problem. No problem at all. Jim Andrew, thank you. Your live podcast is going brilliantly. Thank you very much. Learning so much about you and your workers. You have the right to feel like you do about paying 6 months' wages, national insurance, and he decided to leave. I will keep my view on that very calm on that one. What was the most expensive machine you've bought for hire? I think they're all expensive. I think tractors, when you start getting these big tractors at 180, 200,000 pound. Yeah, I mean, even road sweepers now about 250,000 pound, aren't they? And things like that. So I think it depends when it was in my life. It's almost like 10 years ago, 100,000 pounds seemed very dear for a tractor. Now it's 200,000 pound for the same tractor. So yeah, I think tractors are probably one of the most expensive things that we buy. Yeah, quite depressing, really, isn't it? Yeah, but if you look at my window at the moment and see a few of them out there. What was that? Daniel from Car Services has said that thanks for the shout out. We'll get discount next time. Thanks, Dan. Perfect. Well, no, he didn't actually say that, but he just said what a shout out. But I'm sure he meant that, don't you? Is that what you meant, Dan? I think you did, didn't you? Yeah, we get good discount next time. Thank you. But he's great garage. Great garage. Right, where are we? What's my favourite alcoholic beverage? I don't actually drink hardly at all. Very, 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 very rare. But even if I did, it wouldn't be beer. It would probably be something like a vodka and that. But that is rare. Rare. But also quite like experimenting with drinking some Michelle's cocktails sometimes. Was it a Pinot? What is it?
Pina colada.
Pina colada. I quite like them actually. They're quite cool.
And a fat frog.
I want a fat frog, which is the young farmers. Those who don't know, fat frog is this, I think, a cocktail of various different things that the young farmers make at their parties and balls, and it's green. It's bright green. That's quite good. I don't know quite why it's called fat frog. I suppose it's just colour, but yeah. I don't drink a great deal. So, Thomas Drakes, do I remember the Fred Dipner trip? Yes, I do. When Thomas and I and one or two other people, I'm being tactful there, Tom, as you're watching this, and I know you know what I mean. We went and cleared out Fred Dibner's yard, but we'll come back. We'll do that another day. We'll watch some photographs of that, and Tom was there, and that was a fascinating day. That was, yeah, well done, Tim. Daniel, what did I call him?
You called him Tim.
Did I Tim?
You meant Tom.
Tom, I know. I'm sorry. This is not as easy as it looks, you know.
Will you be coming to watch Knowlesborough tractor run this year?
We'll be coming to watch the.
Knowlesborough tractor run.
I don't know. Maybe. Have you been to that one?
Not that I know of.
I don't think we have.
But it's
No, maybe. We do quite like tractor runs. We were judging the last one. That was quite good. We judged the last one. That was quite good. Michael Foster. Evening, Michael. I see you and Dan a fair bit out and about. I'm the lad that's the fence with the green tyres. Hello to you. Yes, yeah. There's a verge mowing business not far from here, and they've got an awesome fleet of tractors and machinery. Really top class stuff. And I think we did on a video that one of the tractors has got green tyres. It looks really kind of bizarre. And but yeah, so yeah. Hello to the tractor driver with the green tyres. Hello, Michael. So that's thanks for watching. Knowlesborough is near Tractor Fest. Okay, that's not too bad, is it? It's not too far to go. We could take a tractor even come back. Landini level. Do you do a lot of trading with local farms? We do a lot of trade all over the UK with farmers. What's that? Oh, sorry, Michelle's hanging notes up here. We do a lot of trade with farmers all over the UK. We have got a lot of local customers. So yeah, we have customers all over. But I think the fact that we all travel with machinery gives us a lot more flexibility, because it opens up an awful lot more doors to us. And I mean by that the fact that if we go down on the south coast and do a grain harvest down there with trailers, we can kind of get a second harvest further up north when the first harvest is finished. So the fact that we're willing to travel, I think, gives us far more scope in what we do, and opens up an awful lot more doors for us. So yeah, but we'll go anywhere. But we do have some good local customers, and we have some very good loyal local customers as well. So that very very pleased with that. So Pete Sampson mentioned about the green tyres. It's good to know you're all still watching. Look at that, 320 now still. That's great. So how long does everyone want me to carry on for? Is everyone getting bored now? Because I think Michelle's getting tired now. So I'll do another sort of 5 minutes or so. Then we'll kind of wrap it up. But I'll definitely come back and do more. If people want to see more, we'll definitely come and see more. So I'll do a couple more. Was it Daniel? We used to make Crazy Frogs out of blue WKD mixture of vodka, Red Bull, and a double. That's probably something similar, isn't it, Michelle? So that, I think, whatever. Nigel Hales. I do like other farming YouTubers. Tom Lamb, Funky Farmer. Yeah, we watched Funky Farmer. Sorry, we didn't call him. Ollie Blogs. Yeah, no, that's good. I'm sure we do. Thomas Rex, well done. Thank you there. Glenn Irvine. Any Massey tractors coming from the hire fleet? Happily have Massey tractors. I don't. It's all about what customers want, really. I don't really get many people ringing up asking for Massey. But we also have a very big AGCO dealer on our doorstep that have a huge hire fleet of their own, obviously, which would be Massey, Fendt, and Valtra. So I think they tend to cater to that market quite well. But would I have some? Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem having Massey. If someone really wanted Massey, I would happily have them. So there we go. Oh, John, hello, Michael. It's Michael from Canada. Joining late. Sorry, do you also farm as well? Why did you drop the cattle? Also, what is your connection to Michelle and Daniel? Right. Okay. I think we've kind of covered a bit. I've just briefly. Michelle is a girlfriend. Daniel is a very, very highly valued member of staff. Why did we drop the cattle? I had a lot of cattle here, and I used to buy a lot of rearing calves. And my youngest daughter at the time, was living here, and my daughter was into the cattle and looking after them and all the rest of it. And without any knowledge to me and without any income, my partner at the time took my daughter and disappeared. leaving me in quite a bit of a mental state. So one thing that's kind of I couldn't really cope with at the time was the cattle. So the cattle went. I couldn't deal with that. And also, it was a reminder of my daughter, who I still to this day haven't seen. By the way, but there you go. That's not the story. There you go. And the cattle went, but we've kind of got a plan for something quite exciting here, haven't we, Michelle? But we don't want to give too much away yet, because it's work in progress. But it's going to be good. It's going to be big, and it's going to be exciting. So yes, the cattle, the pigs, and a few other things will be back appearing. Not immediately. We've got to get some infrastructure back in place, because the buildings that we have that are kind of used for other things now. So we've got to get some infrastructure in place, but they will be coming back here, definitely. So what have we got? Stephen Thompson, do you still run sweepers? Yes, we do. Down south, we run sweepers. Have done for 35 years, and yeah, we do, and we've still got some of the same customers of 35 years as well that we do their work for. So we're very blessed that they trust their work with us. So there we go. What have we got now? Who else? You can do the Fred Dibner story in your next live. That's fine. We can happily do that one. If you're traveling up and down the country, do you move any tractor? Kind of, yes, we could. We don't move up and down the country like some of the people that we use. So if someone's got a haulage job they want done, there's people out there. I'm going to get in trouble now, because I'm not going to say all of it, but people like Manners Transport, Hall Agriculture, James Haddington, they're all running around the UK, very professional people, far better than us. Where we are, we have our own lorry to get ourselves out of trouble a bit as well. So if we have a breakdown, we've got a lorry here to go and do it with. We've got a problem, but we're not chasing around. And for us to try and fit someone's odd tractor in, kind of doesn't really work very well for us. So there we go. What we've got. There we go. Right, we're going to do one more question.
You need to ask what I said there.
Oh, right, okay. Right, yes, this is the last point. So then we'll call it a day, because we're not here for so I don't want to bore you all. What do people want to see in our videos? We try to do what we think, or we film what we do on a daily basis. So everything that we film is what's happening. There's none of it's staged. Nothing is planned. It's just purely the fact that looks like fun. We'll film it. Okay, and it's sometimes we even get to lunchtime and think we haven't got a video today. What we're going to do for a video? And all of a sudden something happens. We find something funny going on. We film it. But what do people want to see? Because we look at things like tractor runs. The figures aren't. People don't really want to watch tractor runs very much on our videos. Auctions they love. It's always limited to what we can do with some of the auctions. So let us know what you want to see. If something you want to see done differently, if something you want to see more of, please let us know, and we'll try to help you. We really, really would. So right, I'm going to call it a day there. I think we've had a fantastic. I'm just blown away, absolutely blown away that I've done more than Joe Seals. Not that I'm going to mention it to him in the slightest when I ring him in a minute. If you're watching, Joe, we did all right. This was Joe's recommendation to do this quite a few months ago, and it's taken me quite a long time to get there. Anyway, right, I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you. I really mean this. Michelle's going to get in the picture as well now. I'm going to thank everybody. You've got to come in, Michelle.
Yeah.
Not
really.
Not in the picture
really
anymore.
Want to be.
Right. Thank everybody. No, look, you can't be half in and half out. Look.
Okay.
Right. Thank you to everybody that supports our channel. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words we have. When I've had down days and things like that, and the kindness that I've had from people, genuinely from my heart, I mean all of that. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for the questions. Hello, Joe. Joe Seals decided that
I've just arrived.
he's going to watch. Hello, Joe. How you doing? Have you finished ploughing, by the way? Have you finished ploughing? So I've just arrived and you're off. Late to the party, Joe. Well, there'll be more, Joe. Joe, remember, this was your idea. You told me several months ago that I needed to start doing this. So I've taken your advice. So There you go, Joe. Thank you. So there'll be more, Joe. I'll send you a text next time to notify you when we do the next one. So anyway, thank you everybody who watched. Thank you everyone who supports the channel. Genuinely, thank you so much. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all on the next one. And we'll let you know probably maybe next Sunday. If you want to see it next Sunday, we'll do another one and we'll go from there. So thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. Say goodbye, Michelle.
Bye.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye bye. Bye, Reese. Bye. 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 Thank you. I'm going to work out how to turn it off now.
Yeah.
Do I click on that button down there?
Yeah.
That one there?
Yep. Yeah. Press it.